is precious. Let's hear it for this.
I think that was April Fool's instead of Happy Valentine's Day. We'd like to welcome everyone. I'm Candace Hageman. I'm the principal here at Caldwell Early College High School, and we're glad to have the great turnout that we have. I'd like to welcome our students and our parents, friends of Caldwell Early College High School to this event. This is the 6th annual Locks of Love. Great. We're glad to have everyone here today. I'd like to have a special recognition to Miss Dottie Darcy, who is here with us on the school board. So thank you, Dottie. Also, since this is the 6th annual, we've had lots of students who have donated their hair in the past, either for Locks of Love or for Pantene Beautiful Links. And if you are here, if you will stand, we'd like to honor you today. Or if you've given your hair in the past. We have stars on the side over here with students' names who've given to Locks of Love and Pantene Beautiful Links. So we have more to add today. Also, we could not do this event without our hairstylists who come and fix the ladies' hair and gentlemen after they have had their hair cut. If they would stand today, we'd like to recognize them also. Certainly appreciate their help today. Okay, and I'm going to turn this event over to Shay Bullock, who makes all of this possible.
We're excited that we're here on Valentine's Day this year. Isn't that fun? It's a good way to celebrate and show the love. We're excited about the ladies this year that are giving their hair for Locks of Love or Pantene Beautiful Links. And if you don't know about the two organizations, Pantene Beautiful Links you can give 8 inches of your hair towards wigs or towards the production of wigs. And then Locks of Love is 10 inches. And we have ladies today that are given more than 10 inches of their hair. So this is very exciting. And so we're going to get this party started. Now listen, you have to be loud. And I know you're loud, but for some reason you don't get loud at this. And I'm not sure why, because this is a big deal. So we need you to yell really loud, and we're going to turn on the jock jams. And let's cheer them on. Are we ready to get this going? Now that's what I'm talking about. That's being loud. That's what I like. I think you can be louder though. I should have brought the air horns. All right. You ready, Mr. Smith? All right. We're going to bring up our first lovely ladies that will be donating their hair. And the first one is Dina Martin. Come on up, Dina. Skylar Hodge. Cheryl Skylar, why are you quiet today? And Carol Hardis. And if we could have everyone that's cutting their hair come forward as well. Oh, this is going to be exciting. Now, there are scissors down, and you just leave them below after you're done. Let's read a little bit about Dina Martin. She's dedicating her cut to Amy Pasquale, a good friend who is a cancer survivor. Just about a month ago, she completed her last chemo. Her hair is growing back, and she was always beautiful to her. She always wanted to dedicate the cut to all the girls and women who have lost their beautiful locks because of their cancer treatment. She hopes that through this, a girl or a woman will soon again feel beautiful and have confidence and continue their battle with cancer. That's Dina Martin. Dina, raise your hand. Skylar is donating her hair because her great aunt Michelle has cancer, and she wants to give people with cancer a chance to have hair when they don't have any. Let's give Skylar a big hand. And we're excited to have Miss Hardis here. She says today she's donating her hair in honor of her friend Patty, who has beaten breast cancer for a second time, as she has done it with beauty and with grace. Let's give them a hand. They're going to chop away. You got to keep cheering for this. Cheer them on, people. Yeah, wow. Stomp your feet. Hit the table. Do what you got to do. Make some noise. Keep it going. Keep yelling. Keep it loud. Come on, Quiggle. What's wrong with you? Make it happen. Give them a hand. All right, thank you, ladies. And thank you to those that cut the hair as well, Mr. Quiggle. All right, next up, right? You ready? Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready? I think you're ready. All right, next up we have Savannah Stewart. And we have Christina Stewart. And Teal Triplett. Teal will be shaving her head today. I'm just kidding. Let's read a little bit about Savannah. She has a cousin, Marissa, who is currently battling breast cancer, and while she was undergoing chemotherapy, she lost her hair and now wears a wig. She wants to donate her hair so others like her can hopefully find comfort during their time of struggle. Let's give Savannah a hand. And Christina, she recently lost her pawpaw to cancer last month. He was a very special person in her life, and that she loved him dearly. She's donating her hair in memory of him because she knows it would make him extremely proud. Let's give Christina a hand. And Teal Triplett, she says God has blessed her with good health and very healthy hair, and she wants to share that blessing with someone who needs encouragement. Let's yell for Teal. And let's bring up their hair cutters. Who's it gonna be? Oh my. Got some mamas in here today. It's gonna get crazy. There's scissors below the chairs. I can't hear you. Cheers. How do you like that one? Teal has thick hair. That's a good one, isn't it? All right, next up we have Jamie Mejia. Emily Potoot. Savannah Clark. Oh man, I can feel it. This is going to be big right here. Let's read some stuff. Jamie says this is her first time participating in Locks of Love and donating her hair. She's very honored to be able to give her hair to women who have lost their hair due to cancer treatments. She hopes that someone who receives a wig made from her hair, along with others, will feel beautiful in every possible way. Let's give Jamie a hand. And Emily, she wants to cut her hair because she feels like hair is such a big part of a girl's life. Her hair will grow back and theirs won't. So so she hopes that it can make at least one girl feel as beautiful as she really is. Let's give Emily a hand. And Savannah, she couldn't imagine how she would feel if one of her friends would have lost all of their hair. She knows how much her hair means to her, so she knows how big of a deal it is for these girls not to have theirs. Let's give Savannah a hand. And let's bring up their cutters, their hair cutters. Oh, there's a lot of people coming up now. You got a lot of trust, ladies. Keep it up, keep it up. Let's cheer them all. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Go ahead, you just have to take turns. All right, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Makes her feel great that she's doing something good with her hair. You ready? Miss Crawford is giving today in memory of Sarah Townsend. This is dedicated to all women and men who are survivors, overcomers, and winners. Also to researchers and folks who donate their time, money, and resources to finding a cure for cancer, all kinds of cancers. Let's give her a hand. And Taylor is donating her hair in honor of her dad, who is a cancer survivor, and her great-grandmother, who is currently fighting lung cancer. Let's give her a hand. Let's bring up the hair cutters. And let's get it going. Let's cheer them on. Here we go. Cut that hair! Cut that hair! Cut that hair! Cut here. So instead, I decided that that back table back there that's been so loud should cut my hair. So come on up. Let's read a little bit. Go ahead if you're cutting their hair. Come on forward. And let's get quiet as you're coming forward so we can hear their dedication. Sarah Little is donating her hair because of her job and the fact that she rides motorcycles 95% of the time. Her hair is up in a ponytail, and it's not fair to her to have this option when other people don't. Let's get quiet and read. I know women that don't want to go through life saving treatments because of the simple fact that they lose their hair. If I give one person confidence with my hair, then it's worth it. Besides, I've changed my hair so much over the years that to her, the length of her hair doesn't matter. Today, all of us here are truly embracing our generation, saying, you only live once. So give while you can and make a difference in other people's lives. Look at Sarah's hand. And Laurie is donating her hair for her Aunt Patty, who she never met. She died when she was 19 from leukemia. She remembered her mother telling her how her long blonde hair fell out while she was undergoing treatment and how people in their high school treated her. She hopes that her donation helps someone going through the same illness. Let's give her a hand. I'm so proud of each of you. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to let people cut my hair, which is really scary. Let's cheer everybody on. I'm not going to be able to lead you, so you got to be loud. Now we're gonna, wasn't that exciting? Let's give them one big hand. And we're gonna dismiss all the ladies that have had their hair cut upstairs, and if any of the hairstylists are here, if they would like to go ahead and head on upstairs to room 309, we can go ahead and start cutting hair. So anybody that's here that's wanting to cut hair, I know we always have visitors and different people that show up, and we're just really excited for everybody that's here helping out. So if you're wanting to cut hair, head to 309, and all of you are free to go to have your hair cut. We're excited to see what you look like and so proud of you. We are so thankful for the many speakers that we have had during our Locks of Love ceremony. And this year we're very thankful to have Sharon Hubbard, who is a teacher at Gamel Middle in the Collier County school system. Many of you had Miss Hubbard as a teacher. Raise your hand if you did. Look at this. You might want to stand up and see him. I'm gonna let Sharon tell you a little bit about herself and introduce herself to you. Let's give her a hand.
Wow, thank you. It is, and I was just 13. My mother was diagnosed when I was in 8th grade over Easter weekend, and I believe that there are 2 different kinds of cancer. There's numerous types, but you have the kind of cancer that you might get one day, and there's the kind of cancer that you watch somebody else suffer through, and you're so helpless at certain different times, especially if you're a teenager and you're just so unsure about your life anyway and where you're going, and then you see somebody that you love suffer through something. And that was the only time I saw my mom cry, was when her hair started falling out, and the power it took from her, and how she just felt so not beautiful, and she just struggled with that. But every day she put a smile on her face, and she was a 5th grade school teacher, and she made her way into her school to teach her students. And I remember that lesson, to keep going. And so I was in my first year of teaching at Granite Falls Middle, and wanted a baseline mammogram, and they're like, "You're too young. You just turned 23. You don't need to worry about all that." And I was like, "Well, I just feel like, I need, now that I have the good insurance, I need to get on some kind of plan or whatever." And came back that I had DCIS in situ, and I had surgeries, and they thought they got it all, and I thought I made cancer look good because I got to keep my hair, no treatments. I felt like I really had accomplished something, and come to find out it was still on my chest wall for the next 4.5 years. And so coming back from my right after I got married, though I thought it was scar tissue, and it ended up being stage 3 tumor. And that's when my life kind of just came to a halt. I was like, I thought I'd beat this. I thought I'd done all that I had to do. The surgeries and all this stuff, and watching my mom was the hardest of all that, but still I thought I'd made it. And then when it comes back again, you're like, Lord, what can I do now? What else? And I was going through, getting ready to start my first treatment, and facing that chair for the first time was really hard. But you do what you have to do, you do what must be done. And then I started realizing, what, as much as I have gone through this and hidden those scars, and you can hide the surgery scars, no problem. You can hide even the scars on your heart that people don't see, because you can hide it with a smile. But when you lose your hair, that's telling the world, hey, something's wrong with me, something, I'm wearing this hat, or you're bald, and kids, it's very visible. That's the time when it becomes more real for some reason. That was going to be the hardest part for me, because I loved my hair. I did not want to think about it not being, part of me anymore. But then I didn't want to see it go to waste either. And I was sitting there getting fitted for my wig and talking to Mr. David at Bold and the Beautiful, and he was like, "Have you ever thought about, donating your hair?" And I was like, "No, I didn't know. I didn't even know the program Locks of Love existed." That's how, I thought, well, how cool, I said, I can donate it, and how long will I get my hair back to put back on my head? I thought I could just they could make a wig for me, and I could, I was like, oh, that sounds good, great, but sign me up for that. He was like, well, it really takes 10 heads of hair to make one wig. I had no clue. I thought, okay. Well, I still don't want it to go to waste, because he got me thinking, and when I started thinking, I was like, well, now that I don't want it to go to waste, how can I turn this into a message so other students or other people can be aware of this program? And it was October 28th of 2004, and after my first treatment, before it started all falling out, Mr. David came to my classroom, and in front of my little 6th graders, we donated my hair, and that was probably the most powerful moment that I took back, myself. I mean, cancer did not rob me of that, and that's what I embraced. And I had no clue about the program or about what it was all about until I got into it and realized that all these heads of hair, they do make a difference. There's children out there, there are people like me and older and younger that are going through this that shouldn't have to. And when you're robbed of something just as simple as your hair, we cut it, all the time, or change it up, but it's still a part of us, and that's how we identify ourselves. And to me, that was when I took that back from cancer, and I did not have to suffer through, the baldness. I did have to go through all the baldness and stuff like that, because after that I decided, well, let's just shave it all off, because it was still coming out. And even though he cut it real cute, and they were going to come back and they were going to be amazed, because they do some amazing things after you donate your hair. You do look a lot better. You feel better, and I felt better that day when I decided to donate my hair. And I'm now 8 years cancer free, and hopefully for many more years to come. So thank you for your time today, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.
If you had Miss Hubbard as a teacher, would you come forward, please? We'll get a picture made too, Cooper, if that's okay.
I taught at every middle school.
Any former students, come forward. We'll let them go out to the front area so they can get a picture made, if that's better, unless they need to come up on the stage. I'm going to go ahead and continue while that's going on. We are at war. The world is our battlefield, and in the U.S., 577,000 people die from cancer each year. That's 1,500 men and women and children every day. Every 25 seconds, someone will be newly diagnosed, and every 58 seconds, someone in the U.S. loses a loved one, accounting for 1 in 4 deaths. We are at war. These men, women, and children are our soldiers. They do not give up or give in. They have taken their fight to the next level. There are over 10,000 FDA clinical trials enrolling patients daily. And what are these patients' weapons? Trials, dignity, strength, education, courage, advocacy, and hope. Finding a cure to cancer would be worth about $47 trillion to the U.S. economy alone. All across our nation, people from all walks of life have all types of cancers, and they are taking a stand. They are brave. We help them, we encourage them, support them, and we salute them. And today, we take a stand for them. Please stand in silence for the millions who are affected by cancer. Please stand. At CECHS, we believe in hope, healing, and a cure. Thank you. We do have a video to share because we don't want this ceremony to be something that's sad, that leaves you with a bad feeling. We want you to leave with as much excitement and drive to want to change things in this world and to want to do good, and that's what we want to leave you with. So we do have a video, and then we have an activity for you in the children's ward there. And I hope it left you with a good feeling and not something that is sad or not very hopeful, because I have hope for cancer and the cure for that, and also for you and what you could do in the future. Why do I cry? I never cry up here. Okay. That's why I'm up here. All right. We are going to move on to our next activity. Now, last year, if you were with us, freshmen, I know you weren't, but we tried to do something different. We did a chain of life last year, and we're doing kind of the same thing, but instead we're going to be doing a wall of life. Now, we know you need to be back to class at about 9:30, so this is about a 10-minute activity. With the teachers that are here around the room, they have buckets that have red, white, and pink hearts in them. You will get one each if you need one each. And you are welcome to write names and words of encouragement, and more than one name on each heart. You do not need a different color, a different heart for each name. So the pink hearts signify people that are surviving or dealing with breast cancer. We have red for all other types of cancer, and then we have white for in memory of those who have lost their fight with cancer. So they will now come around with those. If you have a pen or pencil, feel free to use that, and go ahead and take a moment. We are going to be in silence during this time. and please be patient as we distribute those to you. This is for anyone in the room, and we will be taking those on the stage, and we will make a wall behind me of those names to be left up for a while.
Had a chance to write their names on the hearts, and does anybody have one left that needs to be picked up? You raise your hand. We got everybody? For our guests, I'm Donna Dowdy. I'm a school counselor, and it's always my honor to just take 2 minutes to bring us to a close of this very special ceremony. It's probably, I was okay till the video. It's probably one of the proudest days of the year for all of us because of the spirit of community and giving and caring that's demonstrated here. The young ladies and older ladies who were brave enough to come up here and donate their hair, when you see them, please give them a hug or a pat on the back or a kind word of appreciation for the public commitment that they made to taking care of other people who they probably most likely will never meet. One thing that Ms. Hubbard shared with us really stayed with me about the outward show of a hurt or an injury or an illness, and how that changes how people view you and see you, but also the scars on the heart. She said there are scars on the heart that other people don't see. I think all of us have experienced both of those kinds of things, the things that affect us and affect our lives, that everyone knows about. If your grandfather is sick, or if there's been an accident or an illness in your family, most people know about that. But there are things that affect us every day that sometimes leave scars on our heart, and y'all know me well enough by now to know my messages. Please pay attention to both of those. To be kind to each other, a kind word. Everyone has something to give. It doesn't have to be your hair or your blood. It can be your time. It can be a kind word. It can be noticing something good or wonderful about another human being. So pay attention to the outward scars, but pay attention to the inward ones too. And give the things that you have to give. The time, the kindness, the caring for each other. I think Ms. Bullock would like to thank everyone for being here, and I would like to. Thank you.
Once again, we are closing out our Locks of Love ceremony, and we appreciate all of your energy during the ceremony, and we appreciate all of the visitors that came to see these wonderful things that went on up here on the stage. We just appreciate everybody in this room, and we just appreciate you coming. Thank you so much.